Hello and welcome to my video review on Transformers Generation 1 skylynx. Now, I first want to go over by saying this is not the original, this is a reissue, and this is not the box it came in. This is just a separate box I got. So now that's over with, we will take a quick look at the box first. Now, I know I usually don't look at boxes, but I just have it, and I really do enjoy G1 packaging. So taking a look here, we have him on, I assume, the moon. I do have a little bit of a dent here, so it isn't a perfect box by any means. It's very beat up. And then we also have just some more things like how he can move. I don't know what that says. It's all in Japanese. I don't know how to do Google Translate. Probably figure it out. But anyway, and we got Sky. At least that's what I like to call him. And obviously, we have skylynx there. At the top, we got some more product shots. Basically the same stuff as front. More product shots. I think on the side we have... No, we don't. I think we're going to have that transformation thing. Here it is. We're going to have the transformation stuff on here where it slowly transforms. That's what I was looking for. And of course, we have that beautiful artwork of the G1 box art. And oh my gosh, this one's cool. Trypticon, Octane, Metroplex, all those guys. So, yeah. And we even got Springer. Man, I almost forgot his name there in the corner there. But yeah, just some cool stuff. And I do have like the inners of it. I do have like the instructions, sticker sheet, and the plastic insert it came with. Although I'm not going to really look at that. Anyway, that's enough with the box. Now, let's take a look at the toy itself. And obviously, he's a space shuttle. He is a very beautiful space shuttle with those gorgeous golden stickers that are metallic. Those reflect the light very beautifully. And he's got some heft to him, especially being a G1 motorized toy. Now, to do the motorized thing here, we have a few things. First, I'll go over the battery compartment to replace the batteries. Now, I think my batteries are dying, so it's not going to be super fast, but it'll still get the point across. This does actually work on my copy, but simply push it forward and then lift it up on the hinge, and there's no screws necessary, and there's the batteries right there. And right here we have a little piece where we can make him go left or right. I don't know if this does anything in the walk mode. I don't know if it calibrates anything there, but I know it definitely does stuff when he is driving, so I'll try and straighten that out. And right here we have a roll and walk setting. You can see it better this way. And on here is the power switch. So if we wanted to make him walk, we just flip the switch and he would be in walking mode, but we want him to roll. You turn the switch on, motor starts, and he goes by at blazing shuttle speeds. Prepare to take off. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get the takeoff speeds going that fast, but it's still cool. And of course, I said earlier, these batteries are probably not fully charged. Now, of course, he can come off, and he still rolls without him. And it is simply just 3 pegs, 1, 2, 3, and 3 on the bottom, clearly shown there, and there. And take a look at the shuttle. He is definitely a good shuttle mode. You can't even tell it's the Transformer until you flip it upside down. We also have these gorgeous Autobot stickers here. And another cool thing, just like the Earthrise one I reviewed, we have the golden, I don't know what you call it, a satellite or something, but that's pretty cool, or a supercomputer, whatever it is. But that is super nice, and I think a lot better than the one on the Earthrise. Now, there is a few differences with this version compared to the G1. I believe in the G1, instead of sectioned off panels here, this is all one coherent panel. And there's a few other differences I remember that are in the other modes. So, speaking of those, let's get to them. For Sky here, we can just start by folding out the wings, which is just super satisfying to do. And see, Hasbro, you did it before. You didn't need to put that ugly little hole in the Earthrise one. And it stays just fine. Don't know why they did that, but they did. Anyway, nothing that's a problem with this figure. So, we just flatten out those wings. Then we can come to the head here. Open this panel up. That just pegs in to this little clip right here. Then we can just pull on it, and it kind of extends by joints. It's not a slider, which is super satisfying. Then we can bring this up, rotate this panel around, kind of expose everything. Just get all those joints accordioned how you would like. And we can open the mouth, if I can get, there we go. And he's got some nice teeth, and they are not sharp at all, they're very dull. And his gun in there is painted gray, and I believe on the original it's just completely red. So, that is one difference there. And further for the transformation, this part's more like the Earthrise. I'm going to be comparing it a lot to that just because I already reviewed it. Just slides out, and there's two parts that slide out. There's one right here, and then there's another one that's on a sliding hinge, but sometimes it'll get caught and jammed a little bit. It's kind of tricky sometimes. There we go. And yeah, it just happened. There's a little tab that will get caught here, so you kind of have to push it up and down and then pull it out like that. And that tab is there so it can tab onto here, and it will just securely fasten itself. Now there is just like a little track here that goes a little loop around. So there's that. And for the legs, we just fold it out and bring out his feet. And this tab came undone here. But there we go. There he is, and he is ginormous. And we stand upright. And he does not have much of a problem standing. He's got some nice base feet. Earthrise one has a little bit more of a problem. But yeah, he is super adorable. And he doesn't have much articulation, but I'll go over what he does have. We have a joint at the tail here, and two joints right here, so you can get some motion, no side to side. Neither did the Earthrise anyway. We also have a kick forward and back, and of course, articulation at the feet for transformation. And at the neck, we got a lot of joints here. We have one here, we have another one, or another two right here, and here. There's just a bunch of joints. You can just kind of see where all the screws are. That's where the joints are. And of course, we can move these panels around as needed. And there we go. There he is. Now we can take a look at Lynx. Now, he's a little bit more simple and has a lot of repetitiveness, but you can easily break it if you don't know what you're doing. So, for the legs, this is the most kind of scary part, but once you know what you're doing, it's fine. You want to bring it out until you hear a pop, like that. That means this pin is pushed in and the walking gimmick is engaged. And then we just bring these panels down. Now to bring them back for transformation, you want to push in this red button and bring them up. And they won't snap in, but they will just rest there and hold in place. So yeah, that just snaps like that. And then we just do the same thing on the other side. And I do have to mention, this is an extremely satisfying transformation. And now we can pull out the tail, and we can come to the head and bring it out. And this is where I believe there's another big difference. The original eyes, I believe, were red. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I believe his smile had like a little zigzag on it that was painted in black, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but from what I remember when I was younger, that's what it was. I never had the original, but I remember seeing a lot of reviews on it. So now we can have them both side by side. And of course, they look great together. Now, of course, we have one last thing we can do with these guys, which is combine them. So we'll prep Lynx first. And I forgot to mention, this guy really has no articulation. I mean, you can move up on the head. That's basically it. And I guess you could push in the tails, but they're pretty much static. And there's really no new details. I mean, you have these parts right here that were stickers that weren't visible in the shuttle mode. And when he's in shuttle mode, he's just a brick, just a passenger brick. But for transformation, for combine mode, simply bring this down. And if you want to, you can push in the tails, more animation accurate. So I like to push them in, but you can leave them out if you like. And just flip it from roll to walk, flip him over, and he is ready. Now for Sky, even more simple. All we do is fold that up and fold up the feet. and we just take them and put them together just like it was in the shuttle mode. And there we go. It holds in pretty good. The nice friction pegs. And there's Skylynx in his robot mode, or beast mode, but not really beast mode. This guy looks amazing, especially for a G1 figure. I'll go more about that later, but this is a very nice, hefty figure. Obviously, it's the same heft as it was before. He doesn't come with any accessories, which I probably should have mentioned earlier. But for the walking gimmick, let's turn this thing on and see how fast he is. Look at that. Get to New York to London in about 20 years. Let's turn that guy off. But yeah, he is a slow walker, and I do think I have the batteries that are low, so yeah, I'm not 100% sure. And I forgot to push this back in. My bad. I totally missed that. Just saw that now. But this part, when you fling it out bring out the tail, just make sure you push that back in. And of course, we have some nice detail on the thrusters to give that thruster texture. Now, there's really no new posability in this mode, and Lynx does walk without him being combined, obviously. They're completely independent. The mechanism has nothing to do with each other. But that is pretty much it. So my final thoughts on this guy, he is definitely if you like Skylynx, I definitely recommend picking him up. He is definitely worth it. It'd be nice if you could find one that has the working walking mechanism. I know there's a bunch of reissues. I imagine hunting down the original will be more expensive. So the reissue, in my opinion, is better. I like the look of it more. I think the improvements were done right. It does have a date on here, if I can find it real quick. I believe it's on the bottom. Yeah, it's on the bottom of Lynx here. The date is, I think, like 2000. Yeah, 2007. So the reissue is 2007. Obviously, 1986 is when the mold was released. So it's a 2007 version. In case you were wondering. And this guy has a good amount of articulation for a G1 figure, a lot of detail, a lot of real special stickers, and that chrome part that's right up here. And he is just a really solid Generation 1 figure, and I would highly recommend getting this guy. Anyway, it's been it for my video, and see you guys later. Peace out. Can't even knock you over, you got 4 legs.